Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Global Report on Drowning is the World Health Organization's first report devoted exclusively to drowning. I'll begin with a video covering some of the main issues and conclude with further discussion of the Global Report on Drowning.
Water. It's life-enabling. It's life-enhancing. And it can be life-threatening with very real consequences. In fact, drowning is a leading killer, particularly of children and young people, in every region of the world. Every hour of every day, 42 people lose their lives to drowning. That's an estimated 372,000 people a year worldwide. The vast majority of drowning occurs in low and middle-income countries, where daily contact with water for work, transportation and agriculture increases drowning risk. Drowning impacts the most vulnerable, children, the poor and the elderly. In many high-income nations, backyard pool drowning deaths have claimed a significant number of young lives. The impact on families affected is immeasurable.
He was floating just a few centimetres under the water, and it was the most, no one should see this sight. It was just horrible.
2, 3, oh.
Samuel is now 4 years old. He cannot speak, he cannot walk, and he is fed through a tube in his stomach.
You have children, you have this imagined life for them, that they'll grow up and have a family, good education, that sort of stuff. Now you live with a constant 24-hour a day, 7-day-a-week care role for Samuel.
In Bangladesh, water is everywhere and poses a significant threat to children. Drowning has a lasting impact on families and communities. Drowning tragedies play out around the world on a daily basis. When drowning occurs in events such as ferry capsizes or flood disasters, entire communities are devastated. In November 2013, Typhoon Haiyan wreaked havoc in the Philippines, killing over 6,000 people and leaving another 1,000 missing. Floods associated with monsoons and intense tropical storms can and have claimed hundreds or thousands of lives in a single event. 75% of deaths in flood disasters are due to drowning, and disasters of this kind are projected to increase. The World Health Organization's Global Report on Drowning calls for a strategic, global effort to prevent this leading killer. The Global Report on Drowning sets out evidence which shows a range of interventions are effective in preventing drowning. These include: install barriers controlling access to water, provide safe places away from water for preschool children, teach school-aged children basic swimming, water safety and rescue skills, train bystanders in safe rescue and resuscitation, set and enforce safe boating, shipping and ferry regulations, build resilience and manage flood risks locally and nationally, develop national water safety plans. The Global Report on Drowning. It's time to act on a preventable killer.
Drowning kills more children than either measles or tuberculosis. Drowning deaths are fully 2/3 the malnutrition toll and well over half the malaria toll. In every region of the world, drowning is one of the 10 leading causes of death for people aged 1 to 24 years. These data are from Matlab, a sub-district of Bangladesh. The light blue portion of the graph shows the proportion of deaths among 1 to 4-year-olds due to drowning rising from approximately 5% in 1984 to 63% in 2011. Madlab is a sub-district, but across all of Bangladesh, fully 43% of deaths in 1 to 4-year-olds is due to drowning. Children are particularly vulnerable to drowning. Lack of supervision is another critical risk factor, as is lack of barriers controlling access to water. Water is essential to survival, so large numbers of people live and work in and around rivers, lakes, and coastlines. Traveling on water too often results in tragedy, as seen in ferry disasters or the ongoing deaths among migrants. Floods are increasing and will continue to increase. Drowning is the leading cause of death in these events. The report proposes 10 actions to prevent drowning. Installation of barriers, such as a simple barrier and cover around a well. Providing swim skills training to school children is both effective and extremely cost-effective. Village-based daycares ensure adult supervision of children and provide other benefits. Governments can assure better regulation of boating and passenger ferries, flood risk management, and ensuring evacuation of vulnerable populations and coordinating relevant sectors within a national plan. WHO recommends tailored implementation of all of these actions, that drowning data be improved, that all countries consider developing a national water safety plan, and that a global partnership be established. Drowning is a leading but overlooked killer. It is highly preventable, but only if there is concerted action. Civil society organizations, such as the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation, can teach basic swimming and water safety skills to school children. Civil society can also provide village-based daycare for preschool children and ensure simple barriers control access to water. Foundations can attract financial support for the issue. The presence and contribution of Her Serene Highness to this conference are evidence of Her Highness's personal engagement and dedication to prevent drowning. Finally, governments can prioritize the issue, ensure relevant policies are in place, and facilitate the work of civil society. In short, ladies and gentlemen, working together, a great deal can be done to prevent a killer that has been overlooked for far too long. Thank you.